Discover the secrets to creating a winning squeeze page. If you're serious about building your email list and making money, either as an affiliate or promoting your own products, then you're going to need a great squeeze page that converts like crazy. You'll need a squeeze page that takes all that targeted traffic and converts as many visitors as possible into subscribers. Without conversions, you won't build your email list, you won't make sales, and you won't make any money. Bad squeeze page equals low conversions equals small email list, small email list equals few sales equals $0. In this article, you'll discover what core elements should be included on a squeeze page that will ensure you get more visitors opting in to your email list. It's the first thing visitors see and read, and it could be the only thing they read if you don't get it right. In any sales copy, it's believed that the headline accounts for 90% of the impact, while the body copy just 10%. Read that again and ensure you absorb that point, as it's hugely important. If your headline isn't appealing, doesn't resonate with your visitors, doesn't intrigue them or excite them, then they aren't going to bother reading any further. It won't matter how great your free offer is or how good the product is you're promoting. If your headline isn't great, nobody will ever know. They'll simply click away. Subheadline. The subheadline helps answer the visitor's question, what's in it for me? It should be crafted to ensure visitors want to continue reading the body copy. There are no hard and fast rules when it comes to including a subheadline on a squeeze page. Some gurus will tell you that you must always include one, others will tell you not to. Both answers are correct. It just depends on the circumstances, the product you're selling, and the target audience will determine if a subheadline is needed or not. You'll have to use your own judgment and experience to make the decision whether to include one, as there's no magic formula that says when to use one. As always, you'll need to test things out to see what works. Free offer. Providing a free offer is the key to getting visitors to subscribe to your email list. It's what's called an ethical bribe. Your free offer should be content that's highly sought after by your visitors. It should be valuable enough to them that they're willing to give their email address in exchange for it. Make sure it's good quality too, don't just throw it together and expect a good response. Provide real, helpful information and try to avoid off-the-shelf PLR content. If you do choose to go down the PLR route, make sure you have right to edit and change the content. This way you can at least change things, combine multiple PLR products, and create something that's much better than the original email course. Instead of offering a complete ebook, you could break it down and provide it as an email course instead. No matter how great the free ebook is, your subscribers, prospects, will only get value if they can absorb, retain, and put into practice what you've given them. However, in this modern world we live in, everybody is very busy and people simply might not have the time to read a 50, 30, or even a 10-page ebook. It all depends on the niche you're operating in though, and it may be that a 30-page ebook in some niches is ideal, whereas in others 10 pages is just too long. Either way, what you need to do is provide a free offer that the prospect will use. And this is where an email course can be perfect. Here are just a few reasons why an e-course can be a great offer. You're breaking a large body of information into smaller chunks, and by doing so you're making the information easier to digest. The prospect will be more likely to gain value from this delivery method without being overwhelmed. You're delivering valuable content via the medium you'll use to promote other products down the line. Your prospects will become accustomed to receiving information from you and even look forward to it. This all goes to building a relationship, which is essential to being successful with email marketing. You've captured the subscriber's email address, so it makes sense to deliver your free offer using the same method. Subconsciously they'll understand why they had to exchange their email address for the free offer if you're actively using the information they gave initially. Providing valuable information via email rather than a sales pitch makes you look less spammy. By the time it comes to promoting your main offer, your subscribers will more readily accept the emails and not consider them spam-free video. Many people are visual by nature and might prefer to watch a short video than read through any length ebook, even a 10-page one. There is a problem with offering a video though. Many users know that they can get videos from sites like YouTube for free, so why should they give you an email in exchange to watch one? They might simply head over to YouTube and do a search for the information instead, which would render your squeeze page useless. However, if you were to offer several short videos in an exclusive free membership section of your site, then it might be a different story. By providing unique and valuable video content in a membership area, you get the added benefit of being able to analyze usage, promote your offers, and communicate with your subscribers directly on the page. You could include the first video in the series on YouTube, but link back to your squeeze page if visitors want to get their hands on the rest of the content. Describe the offer. When you describe the free offer, you need to focus on benefits, not features. Explain how the offer addresses the visitor's pain or problem, or fulfills their needs and desires. Always remember that you need to be answering the visitor's question, "What's in it for me?" How should you describe the offer? On your squeeze page, ensure you use clear, short, and punchy bullet points. The ideal number of bullets should be around 6 to 8, but again, it depends on what you're offering and in what niche as to whether you need more. Sales pages have more than 8 bullet points, but we're not discussing a sales page here. There's no formula to determine the magic number of bullets. I recommend you start with a few and increase the number if necessary. Also, you should highlight the main benefit of the product within the headline or subheadline if you can. Include it beneath these two core components as part of the call to action. The main benefit is what the reader really wants and desires from the product above everything else. Asking for the first name and last name, as well as the email address, adds 3 times as much resistance. Add a telephone number to the ask and you're adding 4 times the resistance. You get the idea. You should now be able to see why asking for only the email address is the best approach if you're promoting a product as an internet marketer. Once visitors have entered their email address, the only thing left to do is hit the subscribe button. That's a minimal ask and doesn't require much thinking about. When might it be good to ask for the name as well? If you're running a blog or a small business selling consulting services, for example, you might want to capture more information, such as the subscriber's full name. As long as you'll be using it as part of sales process and not just capturing the details for the sake of it, it's perfectly fine to ask. I believe if you're running a blog, then just asking for and using a person's first name in the emails makes the interaction more personal, which in turn helps to build rapport. Remember though, the more information you request, the more potential there is for resistance from the subscriber, and you run the risk of them not opting in at all. Never ask for more information than you require. Call to action. You know the purpose of the squeeze page, but your visitors don't. They need directing by you to take action, and you need to ask them to do something. There's a problem with this though. By asking them to take action, you're focusing on you and not them. I've said all along how you should keep in mind that the visitor will be asking themselves, "What's in it for me?" And yet the call to action says otherwise. You need to change things so that the call to action focuses on what the visitor will get, especially on the button the visitor clicks to submit their contact details. Take a look at the default button text on any theme or template and I'll bet it says something like submit, subscribe, join, sign up, which are all action words focused on the visitor doing something. The words answer the question, "What should I do?" Instead, you need to put yourself in your visitor's shoes and answer one of 2 questions for them. What am I going to get? What are you going to do for me? These questions answer what's in it for me. That's always in the visitor's mind. Let's answer them now. Q. What am I going to get when I click the button? A. I'm going to get instant access, get my free ebook, get daily tips, learn the secrets. Q. What are you going to do for me when I click the button? A. You're going to sign me up, grant me access, send me your free ebook. Do you see the difference? The alternatives listed are a big improvement over the default button text. I recommend you to use these. or think or alternatives that answer the two questions. The button alone isn't sufficient as a call to action though. You'll need to provide some supporting text above the button, or the opt-in form that tells the visitor what they'll get and also what to do. The visitor will at least see that there are bullets to read, and curiosity will drive them to scroll down to finish reading what they've started. Product images. I am sure you've heard the phrase, "A picture speaks 1,000 words." Well, you better add one to your squeeze page then. Whilst you'll be offering the ebook or report as an immediate download, you should still provide an attractive cover design. I'm sure you're thinking, why bother if it's an immediate download when people browse shelves in book stores? They scan many covers quickly and can physically pick up those books whose covers pique their interest. This would then replace any text you might use to describe the offer. The video would do the job instead. Simple and clean design. A squeeze page should be simple and clean in design. Don't add unnecessary clutter. You need to include the core elements, but ensure that they're laid out with good spacing, simple fonts, pleasing colors, and minimal styling. You're not aiming for fancy here, nor are you trying to show off your graphics design skills. Simple squeeze pages convert better. Scarcity. You could use scarcity marketing to push the visitor to take advantage of your offer immediately, rather than let them wait and think things over. You need to create a sense of urgency that compels the visitor to take immediate action. When you've done this, email those people that bought your product at the lower price that you've just increased the price. Leave the product at a higher price for several months. You can always lower it again and indicate on your page that the price has been reduced. What will this do? It's going to build trust with those who already purchased the product at the low price. By putting an external link on the page, you're inviting the visitors to be curious and go check out where you're linking them to. If you do this, they may never return, but this will be your fault for inviting them to leave. Not including a way of contacting you. What if there's some problem with the sign-up form, or maybe a visitor needs some guidance or information? Providing a way of contacting you ensures that you don't lose that potential customer. Okay, so it's only one customer, but providing a way of contacting you shows any visitor you're a real people and available to answer questions. This goes to building trust, which can only be a good thing. Include this in the squeeze page footer. Not including a privacy policy. This is a common one that many marketers fail to include on their squeeze pages. I recommend you always include a disclaimer and privacy policy somewhere in the footer, as it will protect you in case of a lawsuit. Not only that, it's just another strategy you can employ to help build trust from your visitors. People want to know what happens to the data you collect about them. Tackle this head on. Tell your visitors you won't spam them and that you won't share or pass on their contact details. A word on testing. One final thing to mention is testing, the one area that's frequently overlooked by internet marketers. I'm not going to go into too much detail here, I'm afraid. I'll save testing for another article. I'll just give you a few things to consider though. Review your squeeze page on mobile devices. People are moving more and more towards mobile devices when it comes to consuming content. Therefore, ensure your squeeze page looks and works as expected on tablets and other mobile devices. Test different squeeze page designs. This really should be obvious. Don't just put up a page and leave it at that. You need to split test your squeeze page with different colors, layouts, fonts, pictures, headlines, copy, etc. to ensure you're getting the best possible conversions. Test one component at a time. If you test only one element at a time, you'll know what caused the conversion rate change. However, if, for example, You change the headline and subheadline together, how will you know which change affected the conversion rate? Yep, you won't. When it comes to testing, the most important things to remember is keep doing it, analyze things, and test some more. Comments and final thoughts. Now that you've read this article, I'm sure you realize just how important and powerful the squeeze page is when marketing yours or somebody else's product. It's absolutely essential for affiliate marketers, but equally if you're running a blog, it can also help you build your email list. Remember that the most critical component on the page is the headline, so spend some time creating this and don't forget to test different ones to see which gets the best conversions.